To discuss potential negotiations between the U.S. and Iran, CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe joins us now. Ed, good morning. So where might be a potential off-ramp for this?
Well, that's what the president's looking for, El. Good morning. He has said from the beginning that the war would last about 4 weeks. We're now in week 4, and with markets uneasy and the cost of gas climbing, President Trump appears to be trying to find a way out.
They want very much to make a deal. We'd like to make a deal, too.
Touting the promise of a peace deal with Iran.
Major points of agreement, I would say almost all points of agreement.
President Trump insisted the U.S. is talking to what he called a, quote, top person.
We're dealing with the man who I believe is the most respected and the leader.
A senior Iranian foreign ministry official says Iran is reviewing points sent by the U.S. through a mediator, but no formal talks are underway. The president says the U.S. had in-depth, detailed, and constructive conversations with Iran, so he's postponed strikes on Iranian power plants for 5 days, after earlier threatening an attack on Monday if it didn't fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
They want peace. They've agreed they will not have a nuclear weapon.
The president said both sides have 15 points of agreement. Iran hasn't committed to any deal publicly. But stocks surged on word of the talks, and oil prices fell 10%. And with the Strait of Hormuz still effectively closed, the president suggested a unique partnership to keep oil shipments safe.
Me and the Ayatollah, whoever the Ayatollah is, whoever the next Ayatollah, look, and there'll also be a form of a very serious form of a regime change.
Despite the president's attempts to start talks with Iran, more than 2,000 Marines and 3 more warships are headed to the region. CBS News is also told Pakistan and Turkey are among the countries trying to get the U.S. and Iran to keep talking. Harold?
All right, at least they are somewhat talking. Ed, thank you. Let's dig into this now with CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer. She is in our London newsroom. Good morning, Liz. Always great to see you. As we heard there in Ed's reporting, we know what President Trump and the White House is saying, but what is the message from the government in Tehran?
Well, if you listen to the Iranians, there's absolutely no talking, not even sort of talking. Iran's foreign minister did confirm that there had been overtures from the United States, but he said Iran hasn't responded. The only concrete response, if you like, came overnight, and it was a military one, not conciliatory. Iran attacked Israel with multiple missile salvos after quite a quiet day yesterday. So that's ramping up the pressure and the tension again today. And Liz, you have reported extensively from Iran over the decades. We know that its leadership is fractioned. Do you get the sense the regime is ready to make a deal, or might they feel it's more important for them to show some sort of resistance to the U.S.? I think it's important to understand that there's no such thing as the regime. Always, even under the last supreme leader, it was fractured, and they fought viciously, these different power centers, political, military, and religious. Now, the late supreme leader was very good at playing them off against each other and keeping peace and stability that way, but he's gone now. And sources tell us that senior members of Iran's regime, and remember, some of the most experienced and powerful have been killed. The ones that are left are fighting like mad about what to do next, to talk, to stand firm, or to even up the pressure on the world's oil supply until America is even more desperate to make concessions. I couldn't tell you which way this thing is going to go, but for sure there is ferment in the leadership now.
All right, Liz Palmer joining us from London. Elizabeth, thank you.